Hello and welcome to the Reflection series. Today we are going to try and understand how one can move from an egocentric plane of existence to a more heart centric plane of existence. So, my understanding is that the biggest challenge anyone on a spiritual path faces is discerning between uh, our behaviors that originate from an egocentric uh, source or a heart centric source. When one takes actions and react to different situations from an egocentric point of view, we create conflict within us and the other people or persons involved. Now, no one in their right sense of mind would want to live in a constant state of conflict, whether it is mental, or emotional, or physical. Now, ego, we all understand, is a wonderful servant but a terrible, terrible master. And conquering our ego is very important so that we can live a peaceful existence. The more we give into our egocentric behavior, we continue to live under the illusion. Okay, our mind creates these illusions therein, gives us a fake sense of superiority, or what we normally say when we talk about people. Oh no, you can't talk to them, you can't approach them for something because they have their nose up in the air, or they have a lot of superiority complex and they don't have the patience to listen to us. They want to force their actions or their thoughts upon us. So these are people who live on an egocentric way, and it is not their fault because they are constantly living in a logical world, and they think, or their mind has created that illusion for them that they are far superior than the rest of us. Now, people say that they don't have an ego. These people actually do that. Yet, they do end up acting or reacting on various life situations from a place of egocentric I-ness, me, against that of them and they. We know these people, right? Sometimes we are those people. We say, I am this, I am that, and you are this, you are that. And every time in your thoughts, in your words, or in your action, when I or me comes first, know that this is from a point of ego. This is an egocentric behavior. This creates a sense of duality within us. This sense of duality creates the suffering of separation within us. Any student of spirituality knows that there is a unity of life, that you as a person is not limited to the illusion of a body, a mind, or your suffering. You are an eternal being, connected to everyone and everything, to one and all. You have with you the knowledge to transmute all these boundaries and experience oneness with the universe. So, how does one achieve this? Well, I would say the first step is self acceptance. We need to accept that we are not always the good person, or we are not always heart centered. When you feel that your security is being threatened, you do definitely end up thinking or acting from an egocentric point of view. So, self acceptance that yes, I am not a perfect person. I am capable of making mistakes. I am capable of being rude or harsh towards people actually is the first step. When you accept yourself, you will learn to accept the other or the person outside of you for who and what they are and where they come from. So, when you accept yourself, you learn to accept that other people are also not perfect. They have their own flaws, they have their own inner child wounds, which triggers them or which guides them to act out of an egocentric way. And when you understand that, you will learn to accept each situation for what it is and act or react to them with compassion. So you will find compassion for the hardest or the toughest of people in your life too, when you understand yourself and when you understand the other person, or when you try to comprehend or take it for granted that the other person may also have some inner child wounds and some egocentric behavior, and it is okay for them to have that, and it is okay for you to know that. So practice pause. Always practice pause before you act or react, so that you can discern whether your actions and reactions are coming from the ego source or from the heart source. As a practice, I would say it would be nice if you could find some quiet time every day to analyze your thoughts and your emotions and understand their source. And when you sit down to analyze your thoughts and emotions and understand their source, you will learn to differentiate the source of each emotion, as into whether it is egocentric or whether it is heart based. Now, the more you spend time in reflection and the more you learn to differentiate between this, you will be able to discern each situation very quickly. You see, very quickly. So when in a particular, as and when is condition, as and where a state, as and where a situation, you will be able to quickly discern whether the emotions or the reactions that is coming out of you is egocentric or not. So when you practice pause before, so practicing pause is very simple. Before you act or react to any situation, take a deep breath and release. And the time that you take a deep breath and release will actually show you what your heart centric reaction should be. Trust me on this, this works all the time. Okay, so when you do this practice every day, in a sense, spend some time in reflection every day, you become a master at discernment. And you will soon see that in all future situations where you would have naturally acted out of your ego, would automatically change into a more compassionate approach, or you will learn to approach each situation more with more compassion, and you will see that you have more balanced emotions and you become more serene. You don't get jittery, you don't get angry. You learn how to become more serene, more calm, more cool as a cucumber, and able to face your situations with proper compassion and much clearer mind. And you will see that you are slowly succeeding in resisting your ego's temptation of lashing out, of being angry, of feeling negativity, etc. And that you have almost begun to tame your ego. So I hope this video was insightful, and I hope you would definitely find some time to figure out from the source of your thoughts and practice discernment, because I promise you, if you did that, you would be able to be a great leader who leads from the heart, but will also be able to get the best results out of people who work with you, who follow you, who are associated with you, and the people will definitely look up to you for your advice, for your guidance, and yeah, basically become a great manifester of the life that you would love to live. Thank you all for tuning in. It was amazing. It was great talking to you all today. I hope to connect with you all in the next video. Until then, take care and bye bye.